Hello, my name is Matt Ferreira. I'm the Associate Superintendent for SAU 21, responsible for finance and operations at our 5-member school districts. That includes Seabrook, Northampton, Southampton, Hampton Falls, and Winnicott. Additionally, I was one of the administrative representatives on the bargaining team who negotiated the proposed CBA for our Educational Associates contract. That was alongside representatives from each of our school boards. The following short informational video provides an overview of the proposed collective bargaining agreement, including paraprofessional compensation and contract language adjustments. This proposed Seacoast Educational Support Personnel Association CBA will be included as a warrant article on each of our school districts' ballots that will be voted on at the Tuesday, March 12, 2024 election. The CBA was unanimously recommended by all of our school district school boards, which is the governing body for the schools, and it was unanimously recommended by all the respective towns' budget committees, who are responsible for the fiscal oversight and review of every town and school warrant article. CBAs are particularly difficult to gain voter approval in the SAU 21. We have a unique cooperative structure where if the CBA fails on any one ballot, it fails for all of our districts. So hypothetically, if it fails on the Northampton ballot, it will also fail at our Seabrook paraprofessionals, for our Winnicott paraprofessionals, Southampton, and Hampton Falls paraprofessionals. This is regardless of ballot outcome in any of those other districts. So one town or district can fail the CBA for all the other towns. This idiosyncrasy has resulted in contracts failing numerous times over the years, and this negatively affects our school districts in the retention and hiring of educational associates as our compensation falls further behind. And we have amazing educational associates. They're in the classroom every day, working with our teachers and supporting our students to allow for individualized and personalized instruction. They do incredible work assisting with hands-on learning opportunities and educational experiences. These professionals work in both general education and special education, providing services for students as required by their IEPs. We're really fortunate to have these tremendous SESPA support staff members employed at our SAU 21 schools. As such, it's incredibly important that we provide competitive compensation relative to other comparable SAUs and schools in our geographic area. And simply put, we do not. We currently pay these invaluable employees only $15 per hour to $19 per hour. We pay less than area school districts, and we provide less benefits. Currently, we only offer a single-person health insurance plan. As a result, it is incredibly difficult to hire highly qualified educational associates, and it is as much of a challenge to retain these employees. We see annual turnover rate of 40% in our schools. This is problematic as these employees are working with some of our students at highest risk and with the greatest need. Further, we are required by law to fulfill IEPs, so when we have EA vacancies, we need to shift general education EAs to those special education roles. This in turn removes another adult staff member from the classroom, oftentimes at a lower grade level, where it is invaluable to have that support for foundational early literacy and early math skills. It is a frustrating dynamic because we pay these employees such an abysmally low rate of pay, but when in fact they're such an integral part of our educational team to support and educate our students. I know our EAs love what they do. I know they love our students, but I also know they can't live on the current salary with no benefits. Further, a failed contract means that our paraprofessionals receive no step increase and no cost of living adjustment. We are already unable to hire educational associates. However, if this CBA fails, we will only fall further behind, and we will likely see an exodus of these employees. It is difficult to them when they know they can go to area school districts or any retail job in town and make substantially more. As such, it's incredibly important that we provide competitive compensation so that we can keep our amazing educational associates and provide us the opportunity to attract new support staff. We are hopeful that this CBA addresses these challenges. This warrant article is very modest financially. In fact, it is the smallest monetary article on most of the school ballots. However, I cannot emphasize enough the outsized impact this CBA has on our school operations. So the bargaining process was a very collaborative exercise. Both the Paraprofessional Association and the school boards understand the current economic conditions. As such, both sides were reasonable with the shared mission to come to terms on a contract that was modest from a financial impact perspective, while also tackling the aforementioned compensation and benefits deficits. We understand that some of our families and community members are struggling financially due to high inflation. We're all experiencing higher grocery store costs, higher costs to heat our homes, and it is becoming more difficult to afford basic necessities due to inflation. Therefore, the proposed CBA reflects this reality. We started negotiations in August, came to a tentative agreement in early September, and the association and school boards all ratified the agreement through the months of September and finalized in mid-October. After the school boards all unanimously approved the proposed CBA warrant article, it was presented to the respective town budget committees, who all voted unanimously to recommend the CBA as well. This signifies approval and recommendation from both the governing board oversight and the fiscal committee oversight. Additionally, the school administration is fully supportive of the paraprofessionals contract. So the proposed CBA is a 4-year contract and includes a salary increase of $2 per hour in years 1 and 2 and $1 per hour in years 3 and 4. Additionally, we removed step 1 in order to better be able to attract new hires at a slightly more attractive rate. Please note that the previous 4-year contract only provided a 1% annual increase, well below market rates and far below the rate of inflation. In addition to the salary cost of living adjustment, I want to briefly review other monetary and language adjustments included in the proposed CBA. In addition to the rate of pay, the other equally important component of attracting and retaining EAs is health insurance. We have found that we have lost a large percentage of candidates once they found out we only offer a single-person health coverage. As such, we have included a 2-person health insurance offering in year 3 and a family health insurance offering in year 4. Additionally, we have slightly increased the rate of pay for covering for teachers when they are out and increased the professional development funding. We have identified professional development as a key goal to better train our current staff and offer the ability to gain additional certifications. As part of the bargaining process, we also determined that registered behavior technicians, or RBTs, belong in the bargaining unit. However, these positions require additional specialized certification, so they will receive a $2 per hour pay differential. Additionally, we are increasing the sick leave by 3 days, holiday leave by 1 day, and providing a stipend for unused personal leave. These increases bring us more in line with other school districts, but we are still well below average on these supplemental benefits. Finally, there are a number of language adjustments that clarify existing practice and create consistency in the following sections: procedure, bargaining unit information, employment status, discipline, posting and application, dental insurance, long-term disability, bereavement leave, and leave of absence. We also removed language from the health insurance section to reflect the Affordable Care Act law changes. Details on those language adjustments can be found in the tentative agreement that's posted on the website. As I stated earlier, we took great care to minimize the cost impact to our member towns. As such, the financial implications of the CBA warrant article are reasonable and fiscally responsible. The chart below shows the costs apportioned by town for the proposed CBA warrant article. As you can see, the investment in our paraprofessionals is modest relative to the overall cost escalation and inflation we are all experiencing. I discussed the impact of educational associate hiring and retention earlier in the presentation. However, I cannot overstate the importance of providing competitive compensation for our SESPA support staff. Our paraprofessionals are an incredibly important component of successful, high-achieving schools. I am always impressed when I walk into a classroom and have the privilege of witnessing our paraprofessionals provide educational support, services, and most importantly, kindness to our students. They are asked to wear multiple hats, and they are working with students in many different capacities. helping a student exhibiting behavior issues, assisting with an assignment, supporting a project, and providing an additional adult role model. Our paraprofessionals are tasked with responsibilities outside the traditional scope of the role, and they embrace that challenge. They understand the importance to be more, and they deliver. We cannot afford to lose these special people for our children, so it is of utmost importance that we provide adequate competitive compensation and benefits for these under-recognized employees. Finally, I want to reiterate the difficulty we as an SAU face in gaining voter approval for CBA warrant articles. Again, if the CBA warrant article fails in any one district, it fails in every district. This means a passing vote on both the local district ballot and the Winnicott district ballot is required for the CBA to pass. These are not separate CBAs. It is a cooperative CBA. In order for the CBA to pass in any of our districts, it needs full support and voter approval in all of our districts. Thank you for taking the time to watch this informational video on the proposed collective bargaining agreement warrant article. From the administration and board's perspective, the CBA is the highest priority warrant article on this year's school ballot. It is more important than our operating budgets, capital improvement projects, or any other school-related warrant article in order for our schools to succeed. Again, the election will be held on Tuesday, March 12th at your local election polling location. I encourage all our residents to get out and vote on the 12th so that your voice can be heard on all ballot initiatives, including the CBA warrant article for our SESPA contract. If you have any questions in regard to the CBA or any other school-related budget items, please feel free to reach out to me. It is my job to ensure that the public is informed on all school budget and finance items, and I am always available to answer any questions or provide any requested information or documentation. Thank you again and take care.